Hi, Mike Kennedy. We're talking about play with the Leatherman Wave Plus. And what do we mean by play? Play means the amount that the blades will move back and forth when they're locked in place. You can see this one doesn't have any play at all. Let's try the saw. Again, the saw is bendable, but there's no play at all. Someone asked me about it because they had a new one that was like it. We have the serrated blade. And you know, I can't see anything, but I can feel, if I go way out to the end, I can feel a little clicking. But again, there's no noticeable moving. Let's go over to the file side. And again, even though I can't notice any movement here at all, I can feel a little bit of a click in there. So, but no actual play. It's interesting watching a video, and I'll put the link below to this guy that basically talks about tools, but an awful lot of them, he just talks about Leathermans and things. Two reasons why you can't have this in most European countries is one-handed opening and a locking blade. So Leatherman came out with a tool called the Bond, which has a shorter knife blade. It's on the inside, so you can't open it with one hand. And while it doesn't lock in place, it has a fairly good retention. And of course, your tool is going to be closed too. So the ability for it to fold back on you is going to be very slim. But I thought that's just interesting. So the Leatherman Bond is going to cost about what half of the Leatherman Wave Plus costs. This costs just about $100. Or maybe, I think you could probably get them for $90. But one thing I've noticed is Leathermans don't go on sale. Places don't run specials on them. You can look where they're being sold in places. And they don't need to put them on sale because they sell too well the way they are. So why would you, if you're selling your Leathermans at a decent clip anyway, you don't have a need to mark them down, get people interested in them that weren't interested in it before, whatever. It's kind of like the brand name is there, and people expect to pay more for quality. And I'm not saying there are other brands that make multi-tools that aren't quality as well, but it just seems that you just don't see, I haven't seen many places discounting them at all. But just an interesting point, play. How, especially when you have a folding knife, how securely does it lock? And if you take your blade back and forth, does it actually move? And like I say, with my particular one, I can see no play at all. And like I say, on the other side with the serrated and the file, I can feel a little bit of a motion there, but I certainly can't see it. And you have a 25-year guarantee with Leatherman, so I would assume if your knife would develop play, that you could send it back and they'd repair it. I have noticed with a lot of people that say they send them back, a lot of times they'll just send you a new tool back. They won't even send you your original one. They're just like, a Leatherman Wave Plus, you get a new one. Now, I'm sure probably if you have one that they offer, if you go right to the Leatherman company, they offer all kinds of engraving and things like that. So I would think, let's just say somehow my blade broke and it wasn't my fault somehow, and I send it back to Leatherman and I had the custom engraving or something on it, or maybe it's a special edition knife that they did, tool that they did. Maybe then they'd open it up and swap out that one tool. But I think a lot of times it's just easier for them to issue something new again. Take your old one, issue something new. But I'm extremely happy with my tool. I use it every day. I don't use a lot of the functions yet, but I find I use the scissors a lot. I use the flathead screwdriver a lot. The scissors, I do find myself using the file, the serrated blade, the sharp blade. The other day I actually had to open a can with a can opener, which takes a while, but it worked well. I mean, it does take you time to go around the can and get it open with this. I have used I tend to keep, you have a function here where you have a Phillips and a regular flathead on the other side. But since I have the flathead in here, I find that it's just as easy to keep this on the Phillips all the time. And most of any of the screws I'm working with that are flathead, this is going to fit. But so all in all, I'm extremely happy with my Leatherman Wave Plus, and I notice no play in the blade at all. Bye.